Wrong button. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to a new video. I'm Phlinger Foo, and today we're going to be talking about certain base locations and some really good base locations that are located on the Lost Islands map. This map is brand new, just came out. It's a ton of fun. This map is absolutely huge. There is no way I'm going to be able to cover all the best base locations because there's a lot that are wicked hidden, and there's a lot that are just... Yeah, you'll never know it's a really good playstyle or a really good base location unless you actually play there and you get a feel for the area. So there's a lot of places that just kind of just pop out and just stand out at you. You're like, dang, this would be a good spot for a base. And those are the ones I'm planning on mentioning today. There's quite a few that generally you won't find out until probably about a month or two after the servers have been live and you've been able to play on the map quite a bit. But those ones, there's really no chance I can do those. So let's talk about the most obvious ones. All right. And the spot right here that I'm at, where I'm starting up this video, I honestly think for a PvE sense of, for a PvE playstyle, this is an amazing spot for bases. Not just one, several, because this is a wide open field. There's Maywings that spawn just all over the place. There's all sorts of ovises, stuff like that. It's rather docile down here. Yeah, you'll get a couple capros down by the rivers. And this right here is located right here on the map. It's really, really good. This is like this big open field down here. There's metal dispersed in the hills, which is extremely important. I think I saw some obsidian around here. If not, there's got to be some obsidian up in those hills over there. And I mean, and you got a really good view of the volcanoes in the distance. So, yeah, I mean, this place actually seems kind of impressive. I'm really digging it. And this place is big enough to sustain not just one base, but many. So if you're playing on a big, wide open server with a lot of people, this could be a good spot. Or, here on the Foo Fighter server, this could be a good community spot. I'm not saying this is where we have it. And, yeah, I'm actually playing on the Foo Fighters server. Don't tell them. Yeah. We may be running into a few bases here. There's a lot of people that are playing on this. All right, so, yeah, let's hop over to the next one. Yep, knew it. Tons of metal right around here. This is located right here on the map. There is so much good resources here on this little plains bit. It's really impressive. Great spot for a base. All right, now the next spot I want to discuss here on really good base locations is this little island right down here. Right down below, actually, where we were, there's a section of islands that it's kind of like a herbivore island on the island. And that's, honestly, the more I play on this map, the more I actually think that this map itself is more of an updated version of the island. And I love the island map. The island map is my absolute favorite one. So if they took and they added a bunch more stuff to it, and then they gave it Scorched Earth, they gave it Aberration, they gave it Extinction type stuff, they gave it Genesis type stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, my opinions aside, I mean, I honestly think that Lost Island is more like an updated the island map. And then this island down here, it's got a lot of the stuff that growing Ark survivors need. It's got metal here in the cliffs. It's got rocks. It's got a water pond for your water dinos, which is huge. Absolutely amazing. And then it's got this little area out here, which you could totally use as a breeding area. Yeah, it does have a few seagulls, but if you have, a couple cynomacrops placed around the area, you're not going to have any problems with those. Not at all. But yeah, this spot right here, and here, let me reiterate on this one. Right here on the map, an amazing spot. All right, now here is another spot that I want to mention, just because when you're building a base, especially on PvE, you want to be able to control the flow of everything. You want to have access to certain materials. You want to have basically the ability to have a nice, flat, open space, and then not have to worry about bad things coming in and eating all your stuff, because stuff is important in Ark, right? Okay, so this spot right here on the map, here, let me pop down. It's right here on the Scorched Earth biome. Wait till the map actually catches up. Okay, there we go. It's right here. Now, this entire area, it's beautiful to start off with, but it's surrounded by waterfalls. And then this big giant lake that, strangely enough, has this massive metal node right in the very center. Well, not massive, but it's big, all right? It's bigger than I am, so it's massive. All right, deal with it. And then, so now, it also has all these cliffs and more waterfalls right there, and then also has this bridge. Now, if you were to section this off, or have, like, a wall section over on this, you actually have because cryopods exist, you have a water pen for your stuff. You have a massive flat area that you can build on. This right here is a really good base location. Plus, also, you have all the resources that you get from Scorched Earth right here. It's really impressive. This is a good spot. If I were to build in this little section, this would be the spot I would build. Maybe across these two waterfalls right there. Like, have, like, a gatehouse right here, and then come over like this, have a big gated area. Use this for the massive breeding area, because, you know, everybody knows you have massive breeding projects. Don't deny. All right, and then you could line up all your stuff right there. Yeah, that'd be impressive. That would be wicked, wicked cool. Once again, this spot right here on the map. Really good spot. All right, now if you're into smaller bases, there's this little... this spot is actually really cool. There's a spot right over here on the end of this, a spot right here where nobody's going to mess with you, and then a spot right over here where it's a little bit, it's not as remote as this one right here, but this one right here, oh man, you could build a really nice little base right here, and then have a section that comes out here, and then have your breeding, and then all you'd have to do is just section off that, and then you have access to crystal, you have access to stone, you have access to wood, metal, all the amenities, which is absolutely amazing. This is just right above the other spot. Right here on the map. Right there, this little peninsula right here. All right. All right, now if building vertical is one of those things that you're really interested in doing, this is a really good spot. Now, everything other than this little section right here, you can build up on these. It just depends on how comfortable you are building with pillars, because it doesn't have exactly that flat of land. But if you take and you make like a big section and then flatten it out with pillars, you all know, you've all done it before. All right. You can make, especially this one right here, way down here on the map, a really, really good base location. Yeah, now granted, you will probably have to use elevators, or you'll have to fly to get to it for the first time, or just use climbing picks to get up the side. But, and the reason why I say don't use this one is because if you use this one, you will cut off all these wonderful metal spawns. Oh, there are so many metal spawns right around this little island. That is amazing. So if you're building down here, I would recommend picking any of these islands, but then saving that one right there so you don't cut off the metal, because that is a lot to cut off. That's good stuff. And everybody knows metal's what makes good bases. Yep. All right. So, hey, let's go find the next one. All right, now another good spot on the map is right over here. This little section right over here, this collection of islands. Now, there's some really good spots that are flat, like this one right here, that lends itself really well to building really, really big bases. Now, there is a lot of resources that are around this area, and it's more especially not exactly on here. Yeah, you have metal, and you have all sorts of resources on here, but right over here on these little mountains right here, you have everything that you ever wanted. So you could come grab over here, you could get just a whole fleet of Origins, fly over there, harvest everything that you want, come back here and live a nice, happy, prosperous life over on this island. And it doesn't seem like there is that many bad things on this island. You have Ovis walking around, just completely, you know, not worried about their environment. So yeah, this is a very, very peaceful area. But over here, there are Alpha Rexes and stuff like that. So, just so you know, you could live over here, go over there, get everything that a growing Ark survivor needs, and then, yeah, have a happy existence right here. I think this would be a great spot for a base. Right here on the map, really, really good. All right, now, if you're actually more interested in cave building, and if you have cave building turned on, there's this little cave right down inside of here in the redwoods. Here, let me show you. It's right here on the map, right below this waterfall. Come look for this waterfall, and then this cave right down inside of here. Yeah, there's onyx in here, but you can definitely cut off these onyx spawns. Right inside of here, just a big, wide open cave. This is a really good spot if you want to remain hidden. And then also if you want to be able to control, you know, who all comes in. That's a good spot. Alright, I'm digging it. Digging it a lot. Alright, now, here is, like, 3 rapid-fire ones coming at you. Alright, so here, right here in the very center of the redwoods, this is an amazing spot. Now, you can build inside of all of these towers. You can build up inside some of these houses, stuff like that. These gate houses, everything. This is a really, really good spot for building. Also, if, once again, if you want to build inside a cave, if your idea is to be hidden, here, let me show you on the map again, and then show you the direction I'm going to be heading. All right, so we're heading straight north, right up over this little bit right here. Now, if you have cave building turned on, you can go directly inside that cave, and it's kind of impressive. We're going to go in there in a second. Or you could build right here over this little pond, which is pretty cool too. All right, so now inside of this cave right here, there's a ton of crystal. There's a bunch of metal over here. This is a really good spot. You could actually just build right outside of here, have to worry about the Dinopithecus, and then go inside there, harvest your stuff, wait for it to respawn, and just rinse, repeat. Now, if you want to save that cave, or if you're not interested in that cave, you want one a little bit higher up, you could just continue to follow the river, and then come up here under another waterfall, right through here. If you have cave building turned on, you can totally build inside of here. Yeah, these spots are really impressive, and here's the last one that we just ended up at, right there. That's a really cool base location. I'm digging it. And then also, I mean, you can find all sorts of really cool waterfalls on here if you like building right up on top over the waterfalls, because that's what I generally like to do. I think it's a really pretty base. Alright, so now if you're interested in living in a frigid environment and you enjoy wearing a fur armor all the time, this is an absolute amazing spot. Right up inside of here, there is so much stuff, and most of the stuff is already built for you. You can live out your fantasies of living in a decrepit castle. Oh man, I sound like a real estate agent. All right, but yeah, this is an absolutely great spot. Plus, also, if you build inside of these things, you have plenty of room. This is a really good spot. You could actually just use this tower right here as your base and just build inside of it. You can sink foundations so where you can snap anything you wanted to anything, or you could just sink foundations so you could put down your crafting stuff and not worry about the rest of it. That right there would be really, really wicked cool. Then also there's towers right here connected to it. This right here is located right here on the map. Way out here on this peninsula, there is actually a ground spot to come get to it. Right over here. You work your way over through here, over around, and then also there's this cave system that goes right through here. Right through like that. So if you're on the ground, getting to it is a little bit of a pain, but if you're on the air, you can fly right up to it. This is a great spot. I mean, honestly, I might actually build a base here. This looks really, really cool. Cold, though. Very, very cold. You will never, ever have warm toes again. I'm just saying. But, so worth it. That looks gorgeous. That's beautiful. Alright, now we come to the tower. Of course I was going to mention the tower. The tower is a great spot. Now, it's got so much room inside of there that you could build up. It even has individual floors in there that are already designed for it. There is some metal down below underneath it, not much. But also, there is a cave system with really, really high-level cave-type spiders and stuff, Araneo, down through this passage right here. But if you wall off the passage, you won't have to worry about it. And then you can come right up here. There's all sorts of stuff. Like this right here. There's a spot right here. No, not that one. Over here. There's a different passageway that comes up. Right here. It's to the left. Go up. It goes all the way up the side. And then it ends up on a big, huge platform area. Right here. And this right here, this is a really, really good spot. But the only downside is, even though it comes up here and you have this open area right here, you really don't have that much open space where you can leave a bunch of dinos. But if you intend on basically living through cryopods and stuff, this is a great base for you. But if you want to have areas for breeding, you can actually convert this section down here into a breeding section. That would be pretty dang cool. This is a great spot. This is located right over here on the map. It's really easy to find. It stands like a big, huge structure over the entire section of this map. But once you do find it, this is a great area. Another spot I want to reiterate on is this little area over here. Actually, I've been playing on my single player, and this right here is where I've been building so far. It's a really good spot. I mean, yeah, it's right in the jungle. You have to worry about Troodons and stuff like that. But you're pretty much left alone up here on this. Just right up above it. And that's right here. Although I'm probably not sure how long I'm going to stay there. But so far, it's a great spot. Pretty good spot. Alright, now, some people will probably wonder, hey, why aren't you mentioning this Mayan Temple here? Well, because honestly, I don't think the Mayan Temple here is that great of a base location. It's a great spot to adventure to. It's a great spot to see a few things. But when it comes to pre-made structures, it honestly kind of pales in comparison to a lot of the other ones. Being granted, you can find cytomacrops over here, you can find monkeys over here, and this is located right here on the map. So it is a great spot. But, honestly, I would say there's much better spots on the map than this. So, yeah, I mean, if you do build here, you're either inside this little area right here, or you're not. And if you're not, then you're missing out because, yeah. Although this spot right here, you can wall it off. So this spot, this one building right here, would be a really good spot if you were to sink some foundations, wall it off, the entrances where you can come and go. That one's decent. But the other ones, not so bad. Or not so good. So, yeah. Alright, so, never mind the lead sickness that's stuck in this lagoon over here, but this right here is another really good spot. There's metal here, there's crystal here, over here on the back side. This has got a lot of really good resources, and it's also a very remote and isolated base area location. It's way up here on this island. I actually like a lot of the island bases because you just don't get messed with, you know? Especially a lot of them, well, not all of them, but a lot of them tend to have, you know, more herbivorous creatures that live on them. So where you can go out, you can tame your horses, which there are horses on this island right here. And then also you can, you know, just go out and have your fun, and then you can go on your adventures on the mainland. This is a great base location, especially if you're in PvE. That's rather impressive. I like that island. Especially, I mean, it's got a lot of really good flat areas, like this spot right here. There's a couple up there that are not as flat as this one. This right here is, I would probably build a base. You could build like a castle type base right there on that. That would be really good. All right, and also you have areas over here where you could build water pens, or you could breed a bunch of water dinos without having them be harassed by the local wildlife. Really cool spot. I like this island a lot. Alright, and another great spot, this one right here, the more I look at this one, the better it gets. This one right here is really impressive. Now, I've been looking around, and you can't really find that much, you know, just metal nodes. But if you notice, there are a ton of river rocks here. Now, river rocks and Ankies equal lots of metal. And there are river rocks everywhere on this little peninsula. Plus also, one thing I've noticed from my solo playthrough is these brown rocks, they tend to have the same qualities as river rocks, which give you a lot more metal yield, which is rather impressive. Now, I would imagine that over here, you will have, yeah, you have access to saber-tooths, you have access to argents. I would imagine there's probably a bunch of metal around here, and then maybe even some crystal, or you could go over to those islands over there where there is plenty of crystal as well. But yeah, that spot over there is an amazing base spot. I like that one quite a bit, actually. Oh yeah, metal and obsidian right here. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. And then they've got a tree like that. Come on. That's a rather unique tree. Everybody needs a tree like that. And also right here is actually a pretty good base spot too. But you'd have to worry about the Argents coming down. All right, so let's go back over. And a Rex. All right, so, yeah, let's go back over here. Let me show you this on the map again. But, yeah, this spot right here, extremely wide open, flat area, so you could build to your heart's content. This is a great spot. This spot right here is probably the builder's dream base spot because it is just so flat, so wide open, and then just by clearing out a bunch of the area so where you could build, you get all these river rocks, plus you get all these river rocks as well, and then when you want to go for a little adventure with your Argent group, you can go over there, you can go knock out those heavy metal nodes plus the obsidian, and then, yeah, I mean, it's a great, great spot. And it doesn't seem like there's hardly any carnivorous creatures that spawn right in this area. They're all right over here on this mountain. So you could basically just live in peace over there and then come over here and get a pick and choose which Argents you get. And that is a beautiful Argent right there. You're all looking at it too. Don't say you weren't. All right, that was a good one. That's a really, really good one. I like that base spot quite a bit. All right, and one final location that I want to mention is way down here on this little section of the map, right around 7040 or so. This is a pretty good spot. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper, but it's got a nice flat land, and it looks like, you know, from this flat land that, yeah, somebody had the same idea I probably would have. I mean, I would have built it a little bit differently, but this is kind of cool. This is really nice. I'm kind of digging it. And when I said fixer-upper, I absolutely meant it, but this is a great spot. It looks like somebody already has the idea on my servers. Which, yeah, and also, there's a purple drop right up top. Everybody loves a good purple drop. And metal right here in the back. But yeah, if you do exactly what this person did, put down the water reservoirs, you'll be golden. This is a great spot for a base. Kind of digging it. Kind of digging it. And there's a path to it way over here. Yeah, that's a good spot. All right, so, yeah. Oh, I hate doing that. All right, let's pop over here. But yeah, so hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope some of these base locations really helped you out. This map is absolutely gorgeous. I love this map, and I love the fact that this map reminds me of an island that's just been updated. Because the island is my favorite map. Now, this one right here could very potentially be my new favorite map, just because it reminds me so much of the island that's had all sorts of extra bits added to it. Absolutely love that about it. So yeah, if you guys find some other really good spots, leave them in the comments down below. If you guys like these spots, leave them in the comments down below. Also, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. If you're new around here, subscribe. Until next time, this is Phlinger Foo. Zip it around the map and take it easy, everybody. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Bonus extra. I love me a good waterfall. This is a good spot right here on the map. Bam, right there. Awesome spot, but not that great for building. But I do love this right here. That is so cool. All right, take it easy, everybody.